I like to try and sneak a little bit of extra protein into my desserts, and my apple crumble is no exception. Not only does it have a whopping 13 grams of protein per delicious serving, but it's also just ridiculously easy to make, and it features my own protein cereal as the crumble topping. Today is pretty much a 2-for-1 deal because you get to learn how to make not only my protein cereal, which you can use in a bajillion different ways and just, as a delicious cereal, but it's a perfect crumble topping for any kind of crumble, like an apple crumble, pear crumble, berry crumble, you name it. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing to prepare in our high protein apple crumble are the apples, of course. So I prefer using crisp apples like Gala, Honeycrisp, Ambrosia, Pink Lady, anything that's like really tart, sweet, and crispy. Crispy? Yeah, crispy. Crisp, I think crisp is the better word. Whether you decide to peel your apples or not is really entirely up to you. I believe it's just a matter of preference. I personally don't feel the need to peel my apples if I've washed them thoroughly, which I have. So we're just going to chop our apples into like little 1-inch cubes. We're gonna toss them in a 9 by 9-inch casserole dish, like this one. And it goes without saying, of course, and I didn't mention this, that you can totally use like green apples, like Granny Smith apples, because those are the tartest apples of all and obviously make for like great apple desserts, apple pies, etc. Whatever you do, don't use soft apples like Spartan apples or Red Delicious, anything that's kind of like soft to the bite. You want firm, crisp apples. Would you just look at all them apples? As for the remainder of the fruit filling ingredients, it's very straightforward. We're really not reinventing the apple crumble wheel, if you will. We're gonna add some lemon juice, about the juice of half a lemon. This is just to add a little bit of extra tangy tartness, which is important in a bowl. We've got 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, which is basically apple crumble law to have cinnamon in it, okay? Plus a little pinch of salt to bring out said flavors. We've got some cornstarch, okay? This is gonna help thicken up the crumble filling as it bakes, as the apples soften and release their juices, because we want kind of like, that apple pie filling consistency. Then for a little touch of sweetness, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of some maple syrup. The maple syrup just adds the best flavor, but of course you can always add agave or date syrup if that's your preference. And then for a little extra boost of flavor, we're gonna add a little bit of vanilla, just a teaspoon. And then just using a spatula or a little spoon, we're just gonna give it all a little tossy as we do around here, just to get everything combined in the starch, in the maple syrup, the cinnamon, all the things. And there should be no dry spots of any cornstarch remaining. All the cinnamon is all evenly dispersed. We're looking good, so just kind of smooth it as best you can into an even-ish layer. Doesn't need to be perfect here. Beaut. Okay, we're gonna set that aside for a moment while we prepare our crumble topping, aka my protein cereal. So grab yourself a decent-sized, large-ish bowl, like so, and observe. We're gonna combine 9 really simple ingredients. I am positive you have most, if not all of them, already in your pantries. My protein cereal, like I aforementioned, one, it's so ridiculously good, mostly because it's super crunchy, and I mean it, like, you can eat this in a bowl of cereal and it stays crunchy for a very long time, like till the very last bite. It's got some serious crunch factor. Not only that, it's absolutely delicious. It uses mostly whole foods, like I'm talking oats, TVP, hemp hearts, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds. You see where I'm going with this? It's healthy and it's so versatile, and I've recently loved discovering that I can use this as a high protein crumble alternative to just like rolled oats and butter and sugar. You can make your dessert so much healthier when you use a crumble topping like this. So, enough chit chat. Let's break it down. Into your bowl, we're gonna add half a cup of rolled oats. Mine are gluten-free and sprouted. Sprouted means they are actually a little bit higher in protein, which is pretty cool. Half a cup of TVP, aka textured vegetable protein. You might be familiar with it, using it in savory recipes like ground meat alternatives, but in its dry, crunchy form, it is absolutely transformable into delicious, crunchy, even sweet things. I will say. Don't knock it till you try it, okay? Next, we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of pepitas, or pumpkin seeds. Mine are roasted, but you can use raw. We've got a couple tablespoons of some hemp seeds. Again, very high in protein, omega-3s. They're a healthy source of fat. A couple tablespoons of ground flaxseed. More omegas, more protein, more good healthy fats. We've got PB Fit, aka powdered peanut butter, some cinnamon, chia seeds, and a little pinch of salt. And then for a final boost of protein, I'm adding in a 1/4 cup of one of my absolute favorite plant-based protein powders. This is vanilla protein powder from Complement. It uses really healthy, all whole food plant ingredients that you can pronounce, and they're actually good for you. Now we're just going to give it a good quick stir. Mix everything together until you have a very well combined, evenly distributed dry mix, okay? We really want that protein powder, the PB Fit, everything to just kind of coat all the little bits and pieces, you know? Last but not least, we gotta add just a touch of moisture to this dry mix here, just to help everything combine, clump up a little bit, yet still remain sweet and crumbly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit of maple syrup. Yep, we've got about 2.5 tablespoons here. You can go up to 3 if you want. We're gonna pour that in, and then very quickly, we're gonna add in 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, again, just for a little extra flavor. Now, the reason I say quickly is because we really want to very quickly, after adding in the liquid, start stirring it right away, because TVP, if you're unfamiliar with it, its whole goal in life really is to absorb liquids and to kind of soften up, get chewy. But here we actually don't want it to get chewy. We want it to remain crispy and crunchy. And you don't want to have any spots of the TVP sit and absorb that maple syrup for any long period of time. And we want to just kind of distribute that sticky liquid all throughout this mixture before it really has a chance to kind of settle and soften the TVP, or the oats for that matter. So you kind of have to work quick, really work at it for about a minute or two to kind of get all of the powdery bits no longer powdery. We want the powder to absorb the maple syrup and not the TVP or the oats. All right, we've got a beautiful situation happening here. As you can see, it's only been a minute of me stirring, and there's pretty much no powder left in the bottom. All the powders and stuff have been absorbed. They're now kind of clumped up and stuck to the seeds, the oats, the TVP, etc. So this is done. Let's get it on the apples. Yoink! So now all we're gonna do, making sure that the apples again are kind of in an even layer, give them maybe one quick final toss just to make sure any of the juices that have released in the last few minutes and maybe have settled to the bottom, we can kind of redistribute them, kind of recoat the apples. Okay, now we're done. Now we're ready to move on. We're gonna pour in very carefully that crumble topping right over top of the apples in a nice even layer, kind of smoothing it over all the apples as we go. Et voila! And now we're just gonna go and pop her in the oven for about 30 to 35 minutes. I've got it preheating at 350. Basically, we want the crumble topping to achieve a nice golden hue. It's going to crisp up a lot. The apples, you'll see, will have kind of bubbled and they'll start creating a little bit of sauce around the edges. That is what we want. And of course, your whole house to smell delicious. Bye-bye. And then the last step of this recipe, and I promise this is the final step, is to subscribe below. It's free to subscribe. I would love for you to join my little happy Steamy Vegan community. If I could, I would just reach through the screen and give you a little happy hug. It's fun here at Steamy Vegan. It's the plant-based place to be. I post all sorts of healthy, high-protein, plant-based, gluten-free recipes every single gosh darn week on this channel. And we just have a real good time, and I'd love to have you join me. So like and subscribe below, and let's take a peek at our apple crumble once it's done. And we are approximately 45-ish minutes in the future, and we are beholding this glorious, beautiful bowl of high-protein apple crumble. Y'all, the crisp, the crumble topping is just golden and fragrant, and the apples are nice and soft, and oh, it's got gooey and bubbly. Oh, it's just, wow. You know, you can top it with a little bit of vegan ice cream if you want, or some plant-based yogurt, or a little bit of whipped cream, whatever you fancy, or just eat it as is. This smells like fall. This smells like just everything good about fall. Counter slapping good, y'all. Wow. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go devour the rest of this casserole dish full of crumble. But before I do, I just wanna say thanks again for watching. And if you love this video, make sure you're subscribed below. Again, it's free and I just want you to be part of my happy little Steamy Vegan community. I love you and I'll see you soon in another fall-inspired recipe video real soon. Ta-ta!